What's up, reefers? Another week, another update, a little bit of CYANO. Here we go. Okay, as you can see by my rock, I have a little bit of CYANO, actually a lot of it is CYANO. It's not my first time having it. This is usually something that happens with new tanks, especially if you get something from a store that already has a little bit of CYANO on it. I'm okay with it. It does happen. I had this in my 29 for a long time. I didn't really know how to take care of it, but now I'm a little bit more experienced and know how to take care of it, which is a good thing. So, that comes into my next little tidbit is some of my corals are not acting right. I'm not sure what's going on with them. Specifically this one right here. The coloration's awesome. It looks really good, but some of the feeder tentacles aren't coming out very well, and I don't really like that at all. I've had pretty good luck with acans in the past and never really had too much of an issue with them. You know, this acan specifically though, I got from a different store than I normally go to, which is Kush Corals. I got this from another local pet store. It looks great. It's just a little bit deflated. So, been trying to feed it a little bit more. A lot of times when I feed my acans, I like to feed them mysis, target feed mysis. Usually works pretty good for me, but this little guy right here isn't looking so hot. So hopefully next week we'll have a better update for him. This guy's still looking really good, actually. This is my little frammer. Looks like he loves this spot, which I'm glad, because that's really exactly where I wanted to put him. I kind of wanted that whole little area to be that and that little Euphilia area. With obviously some SPS on the top. I love SPS, and that one it actually looks pretty good. Right now the lights are kind of in a transition phase from daytime to nighttime, but it looks actually pretty good. Some of the feeder tentacles are out, you know, which is great for that type of millie, which I think is a millie. I think I went in this last time. Not really too sure if that's a millie or an acro, but kind of looks halfway between both. Either way, I love that coral. Looks really, really sharp. Let's see. Boy, I'll tell you, my fish have been awfully camera happy lately, photogenic. They never used to be like this. I don't know, maybe it's the new tank. I don't know. But all of a sudden they've been really, really photogenic. I went into a little bit last time about how much Monty Caps hate me. And here's another example. Monty Caps hate me. I don't know what I'm doing wrong with them. I mean, if you guys have any ideas, let me know. I can keep SPS, I can keep LPS, I can keep anything, but Monty Caps for some odd reason don't do well. So I'm hoping this little guy survives, but it's not looking so hot. Here's my other millie. It doesn't appear that it's doing really well, but it really is actually. I'm baking it right now. It's only been in my tank for about 10 days or so. Baking it right now. The feeder tentacles are out normally. Right now they're slightly out. They're not really fully out, but it doesn't seem to be doing bad. I've had several SPS that have failed on me, or I've failed them, as the case may be. And this one doesn't seem like that. It's really, really sharp. It's got some green in there with some blue, purple type of coloration. I like that one a lot. And we get down to this acan. This acan actually is coloring back up. About last week, midweek, about the time I got sick, this thing kind of got really dark and wasn't really looking that hot, but it's looking a lot better now. Believe it or not. I know it's got a little bit of algae on there I need to take care of, but you know, for an acan, which I've always had really good luck with acans. I always believe where you buy the acan actually directly results in how well the acan does, more specifically than not. what their parameters are and how they keep them. Which the person who I get my A-cans from keeps them just phenomenal. So I always try to go through him for A-cans, and this one's no exception. This one's coloring back up. Next week we're gonna have a better outlook on this guy because I think he's gonna color right up and he's gonna be gorgeous. That was one of those A-cans that I saw. Believe it or not, that A-can was $10. I saw it and had to have it. So there he is. This little shroom's doing awesome. This shroom looks bright orange on the outside and kind of like a light blue on the inside. Really cool looking shroom. I've always loved Rodactus shrooms. I never really wanted like a full tank of them or anything like that, but I've always loved the coloration of Rodactus. I've always thought that they just had the coolest coloration on them, and you know, I'm hoping this guy's no different. He actually is coloring up pretty nicely, so we're gonna see how he does in the near future. This is my other A-can, which try and get a little closer in there for you. It's my other A-can. Again, it doesn't look as good as what you think it does, but it actually looks pretty good. I've seen these things where they've completely closed up and come back and no feeder tentacles. This guy's eaten, so I fully expect next week's update to have a little bit more to it as far as this guy goes. And that is the coral. Nothing too crazy. Obviously, don't have any new stuff, which kind of makes update videos a little on the harder side. This guy is actually starting to come out a little bit more, which I love. This guy's so gorgeous. Got like orange with yellow and green, super cool looking. Anyways, just a little bit of a tank update. Obviously, things are looking kind of brown right now. Nothing I can really do about that until Chemiclean takes over. But that's a little tank update. Real quick. Have fun reefing.